Hello, thanks for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a full moon to love moon, full moon to love moon, full moon to new moon, love reading for Capricorn placements. Might be a big love, be a very loving time for you Capricorns. Let's see. We have the full moon in Aquarius since we're in Leo season. And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It's all about expansion, shocking revelations, trying things in a new way, innovation. So we are going to look at what might be awakening in the connection, relationship between you and your person. What is being explored and how you can remain open and vulnerable during this time, or any advice you need. Okay, so let's see here. What is awakening in the connection or relationship? We have freedom. Okay. What is being explored in the connection? 22 women supporting women. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. All right, and let's see. Let's get one more card here. Vulnerable or advice. We have number 36, confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses away through the uncertainty. Interesting. Now, I don't take this freedom card as what is awakening in the connection or relationship, is that you're separating from this person and free from them. Because it's supposed to be, a reading about you and the romantic interest or person on your mind. It's like what's awakening here, Capricorn, is that there is freedom in this connection. This might be something new for you that you've never experienced before. You've never experienced a connection that felt like you had freedom. Maybe you always felt like you were very bound to your partner. Maybe you have experienced codependent relationships in the past, and this is a very freeing feeling to actually feel like someone maybe trusts you. With this freedom card here, allows you to have your space, your freedom. Then here, what is being explored in the connection? Women supporting women. For some of you, this could be that you're getting into a same-sex relationship, and that is a new journey for you. We're going to see more when we clarify here. I could just feel that what is being explored is that, again, you're feeling supported in this connection. You feel supported by your partner. Maybe this sense of freedom and trust is bringing that. And then advice, how to be vulnerable through the process. We have confusion. I'm feeling like the advice here is to embrace the confusion. Embrace that you're not going to always have the answers when it comes to love, when it comes to this connection, or just throughout the next 2 weeks. It says growth hurts, heals, and harnesses away through the uncertainty. And, this card kind of reminds me of the Hermit. And it is, a number 9 here. There we've got the lantern. We'll see if it comes out, but I feel like, how to be vulnerable is to admit that you don't have all the answers. Let's see here, Capricorn. What else we have for Capricorn placements? What is awakening in this connection? What's awakening in the relationship here? Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. You could be leaving something behind with the 7 of Swords, coming out with freedom. You could be awakening to a new sense of freedom because you left something behind and are taking a riskier option. Or like this relationship happened because you left something behind that was deceitful, that you didn't trust, that was, lied, cheat, stole from you. And in this new connection, it's almost like that past baggage isn't there. There's a freedom in this new connection. I don't feel like you've left this, whatever this person on your mind or the connection that you're thinking of, I don't think you've left that behind. I think this almost feels like you're surprised that you can take a risk now because you're not worried about being deceived. You have your freedom. It feels like it's really put you in touch with yourself. What you believe in, it's possibly caused you to consider that, look at this person as someone, possibly someone that you would want to marry, or just someone that you're walking the same life path with. It's what is being awakened. It sounds like this freedom this freedom awakens some sort of yearning inside of you. Maybe you didn't, it's possible here, Capricorn, you were married in the past. You didn't think you'd want to get married again, but this new connection has made you realize maybe that is something you'd want. Or if it's not that, just you've been awakened to the idea that if you've never thought about getting married, that this is someone that you're like, oh, wow, okay, marriage. Like this person is putting new thoughts into your head. You have a new desire for a higher spiritual connection. You have a desire to walk the same path with this person. And it's possible that you already are, but you're yearning to go towards that even more. Okay, let's see. What is being explored during this? Most Capricorn feel like this isn't so much about you and the connection, but this is, I feel like this is you walking away from people that do not support you. I feel like this is what's, and we'll see what comes out, but it's possible that therefore you can explore this connection deeper because you're leaving behind. Yeah, look at that. Once you leave behind what doesn't support you, love just comes in. It's right there. It's the Ace of Cups, right? It's in the heart of your reading. It's quite beautiful here, Capricorn, because you leave behind what doesn't work. It's like you leave behind what doesn't support you, what relationships, connections that judge you, that don't offer you any type of like optimism, I'm getting as well, and also any type of freedom. You're possibly leaving behind connections that not only are not supportive, but that don't trust you, right? It's really hard to feel supported by people if you don't feel like they trust you. I feel like that's what you're doing, is you're walking away from certain connections, and by doing so, it's like this love is able to come in. It's not that it's able to come in, but now you can see it, you can explore it, right? Because this section here is about what's being explored in this connection the next 2 weeks. Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is usually not seeing something, having a mask on. I would say this is a warning to kind of, don't block yourself off from there being more than one way for you to give and receive love. Like with the Ace of Cups here, remember that there's more than one way to show that you care. There's more than one way that another person is going to show you that they care. It doesn't have to look just one specific way. So I feel like this is almost a warning. That's like if you're looking for this one specific love offer, or for it to come in this, it has to come in this way. And if it doesn't come in just the way you want it, then it's like you're going to be blindfolded and almost like pretend like you can't see it, like it's not there. And so I feel like it's just kind of saying to keep your eyes open. It's possible you're also exploring through this connection things that held you back in the past from love. What restrained you from love in the past? What kept you blind and feeling like you were tied up and unable to move forward? It's possible you're able to explore that in this connection. Right? Let's see. I'm going to be vulnerable. We have confusion with the Knight of Cups. Advice. I would say the advice here on how to be vulnerable is to weather the storm. To keep harnessing this love that you have for this connection, for this person, and keep moving forward in that love through any confusion that you might be feeling. Wow, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the Five of Swords. The Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's heartbreak about something in the past. I don't think that this heartbreak has to do with this connection. I think it has to do with this Seven of Swords energy here. Possibly the Eight of Cups as well, this walking away. Feeling, it's almost like you feel grateful that you walked away and you have this freedom in this connection that you have now. But there's something that you're still healing from the past, it feels. Yeah, a relationship that was not balanced. It wasn't, with justice right there. This was an imbalanced relationship from the past. Possibly someone from your childhood, someone you thought was your soulmate, someone you possibly had a child with. Okay, let's see. We're going to clarify and look a little bit deeper here, Capricorn. It's an interesting reading. So, how to remain vulnerable through the process. It feels like what it's saying is to keep moving forward. To keep moving forward through the confusion, right? The Knights are energies that are forward moving. Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving. These are the two slowest moving Knights also. So I feel like there's a slow and steady wins the race energy here of expect confusion over the next 2 weeks between you and your person. But it's like the answer whenever you're feeling like you don't know what to do when you're experiencing that confusion, it's like move slowly. I feel like with the two slowest moving Knights here, it's like move slowly and don't let yourself get caught up in self-doubt or like self-defeating thoughts. With the Five of Swords coming out, because it looks like it's possible, I could see you and your person with the Five of Swords down here getting into a little conflict. But I think if you just move slow and steady and keep moving forward with love, and also practically with the Knight of Pentacles, being informed by your higher conscious, moving very thoughtfully, very mindfully. There's a really big message of not moving quickly the next 2 weeks here. Okay, let's see. With the Seven of Swords, this feels like a marriage, possibly someone you lived with, someone you trusted, but the trust was broken. Strength. Yeah, you're being accepted again for who you are. Strength is about unconditional love and acceptance. In this particular card, she's surrounded by a snake. Snakes are representative of higher vibrational energy in the tarot. What's being awakened is the freedom that you're experiencing in this connection is making it like you're finding that unconditional love and acceptance again, and it feels like it's causing you to vibrate at a higher frequency as well. Like you're feeling more connected. Feels like you're feeling more in tune with yourself because of the freedom that comes with this connection and the trust that comes with it as well. Oh yeah, the Two of Wands with the Empress. There's definitely an attraction also being awakened in this connection. The Two of Wands with the Empress, to me, this is it's like you're awakening to a desire. A sexual desire for this person. If maybe you didn't, if you're with them, I would imagine you see them that way. Maybe this is someone that was a friend that's turning into something else. So there's something that you're longing to go towards that you see as abundant, nurturing. Getting a very carefree energy here too with the Two of Wands and the Empress. Maybe this connection hasn't always been as free as it is now. Like there's something more carefree that's being awakened. The next 2 weeks, we have the Queen of Swords with the Hierophant. You're feeling very clear, though, about it's like the life path that you want to take. It's possible you get very clear about those things with this person. The Queen of Swords is truth, justice, speaks very clearly, speaks very accurately, and creates an atmosphere for truth to come into her. And that's what I was saying up here. You've left behind a situation in which the trust was lost. This new, whatever connection you're in now, feels free because you're allowed your freedom, right? And so it feels like it's bringing you back to this place of, okay, there is unconditional love, there is acceptance, there is power, there is strength, there is attraction and longing and desire. And then, we have the Queen of Swords down here, and there is justice. There can be truth. There can be truth in something, in a connection with someone higher than yourself. And I'm not talking about a higher power. I'm just saying that it feels like you're finding that you can have a spiritual connection with someone again. And I feel like I have to say again, because with the Seven of Swords with freedom here, it feels to me like you had this before. It feels like you're finding something that was like you felt you had lost, but it's coming back. Okay, let's see. The Eight of Cups. Finding a love and a desire that you once had that was lost. The Hangman. There's a lot of Pisces energy here, what is being explored in the connection. Relationship. Cups, the Hangman. It feels like you're using the wisdom that you already have to walk away from what is no longer serving you, with the Eight of Cups and the Hanged Woman coming out. Feels like what's also being explored is, it's uncomfortable for you to walk away from these past relationships, but that, like, you're experiencing that discomfort. You're exploring the uncomfortability of leaving certain connections behind. What's this Ace of Cups? The Chariot, yeah. Feels too, Capricorn, like you're ready to move forward in love when it comes to compromise. The Chariot is about moving. It's quick moving energy, but it is about needing all of the parts to come together. It's about moving something forward with your will and your willpower alone. It's like sheer force of will. It also can be a message about needing to compromise. Because, and using that force of will in order to bring all the pieces together. Other people, other relationships, other connections, right? The chariot can't move itself. If one of the horses is missing, then the chariot can't move. So it's about bringing all those pieces together and being willing to compromise. It feels like you're exploring, like compromising when it comes to love. You know, and that could be why, like I said, this Eight of Swords energy really felt like it's saying there's more than one way to do something. You're learning how to compromise. You're learning that you can see things from someone else's perspective. This Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Two of Wands. I feel like this is a message. It's like once you realize that you can, there's more than one way of doing something. And twos can be about making a decision. I feel like you're exploring making the decision to take the blindfold off, to not feel restricted, to not feel bound. Possibly you're exploring what it feels like to not feel restricted and bound by a relationship, like I said, for the first time. You're experiencing what's being explored here is your own freedom within this connection. It's like you're like, oh, there's more than one way of doing this. The Two of Wands. And it might feel like a risk, but with the Two of Wands over here with the Empress, I don't think it feels like that for you, because I feel like this is something you're naturally going towards, the Empress there, because it feels good. The Knight of Cups with the High Priestess, how to be vulnerable through the process. So listen to your intuition. So I feel like saying to like remove the ceiling. The High Priestess sees no limitation. She has, and especially this one, she's up in a nest looking down. I feel like she's looking down on the world here, just perched up on this nest high, high above. She can see things from all angles, but she's also about potential. The High Priestess is not moving. The High Priestess isn't taking action. Remember I was saying how to be vulnerable through this process and advice for the next 2 weeks? It's like move very slowly. When in doubt, like don't move at all. Like, when in doubt, pause. When you don't know what to do, that saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's not what this energy is, because I don't see you doing a lot of talking. Well, possibly the Five of Swords, but it's like if you don't know what to do, don't do anything at all. It's almost, there's a message here to kind of accept this slower moving energy over the next 2 weeks. It's like lean into it. Knight of Pentacles with the Fool. Yeah, take a leap of faith, make an offer. And I think there's a message here too, don't be afraid to try something new with the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles. This is real, there's so much here about doing something, finding your own, like finding yourself in a relationship. I don't mean like, whoops, you found yourself in a relationship. I mean finding who you are in a relationship. But then there's also so much here about trying something new and different within this relationship, this compromise, this seeing things from more than one angle, coming back to realizing that, wow, you could want a higher, deeper spiritual connection with someone. It's possible again. Feels like this is going to be a powerful 2 weeks for you, Capricorn. Okay, let's see with the Five of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. I would say there's a message here. The advice, it's kind of a treat yourself energy. If you're feeling like you don't deserve what you have, like you don't deserve this relationship, like these I'm getting just a lot of self-doubt and intrusive thoughts coming in here. I feel like the answer to that is like this Nine of Pentacles. Look at all that you've earned and all that you've worked for. You've worked very hard, and like allow yourself to enjoy the creature comforts that come along with that. Because like I said, I feel like this is going to be a big 2-week period. So it's like kind of saying allow yourself to, spoil yourself there. And then with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you want love. And again, I'm going to say you want love again, because it's coming from a place of healing and heartbreak from a past love. You want love again, and you're ready for it with the King of Cups here. There's something about wanting a mature, emotionally stable connection. All right, Capricorn, this is what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you at your next reading. Take care.